Early Monday morning, at around 2:56 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the tranquility of the Bay Area was broken by a 4.3 magnitude earthquake centered near Berkeley, very close to UC Berkeley, near Dwight Way and Piedmont Avenue. People throughout the region, Berkeley, Oakland, San Francisco, Alameda, Richmond, Lafayette, Walnut Creek, felt the shaking. Some described it as strong enough to knock items from shelves. Pets were startled. Many were jolted from sleep. Thankfully, there have been no reports of serious injury or major structural damage so far. BART trains are running more slowly until track inspections are completed. Though this quake was moderate, it serves as a reminder, one that can shape how we live, plan, grow, and care for one another. Here are some reflections and lessons. Fragility and resilience. Nature reminds us of its power. Even without major harm, that shaking is a signal. We are in a seismic zone. But resilience is part of our DNA here. Time after time, we've seen that moments of vulnerability can show us how strong we are. People checking on neighbors, first responders mobilizing, the way we rebound. To live here is to accept both possibility and strength. This quake is modest compared to others, but every tremor is a chance to reaffirm our resilience. Preparedness isn't optional. The earth shifting under us is not new, but it's also not routine. The small tremor was a stress test of everyday readiness, of emergency systems, of communications, of personal readiness, knowing where to drop cover, hold on, having emergency kits, having practiced what to do. We benefit from little tests like this. It helps us see what works and what needs adjusting. If something as small as this quake causes anxiety or disruption, what about bigger events? It's not pessimism to prepare, it's common sense, unity and shared experience. In the middle of the night, many of us felt the same jolt, the same questions. Was that an earthquake? Are we safe? There's something in that shared moment which binds a community. It's not just about reacting. It's about caring, about reminding someone who's anxious that they're not alone, checking up on vulnerable neighbors, helping each other stay calm. San Francisco and the whole Bay Area has long had a strong impulse toward mutual aid in crises. This is another moment to practice that, learning from history. We are in a region with deep earthquake history. Hayward Fault, San Andreas, Loma Prieta, 1906, 1868. Each of those events left marks, physical, emotional, social, infrastructural. We learn from them not only how to rebuild, but how to plan, how to design building codes, how to support mental health, how to ensure equity and safety. Every time the ground shifts, it invites us to reflect. Are our homes well built? Are our infrastructure systems strong? Are the most vulnerable among us protected? Gratitude and mindfulness. One thing earthquakes do, even small ones, is sudden awareness of gravity of our surroundings, of what matters. When the floor shakes and the lights flicker, the mind leaps to what is solid, what is precious. Family, friends, shelter, community, life itself. These reminders can sometimes be lost in the rush of daily routines. This morning's quake could be a gentle nudge to pause, breathe, recognize what we have, to appreciate resilience, ingenuity, and care. Here are some thoughts on what we, individually and collectively, can do to turn moments like this into growth. Personal emergency planning. Make sure you have an emergency kit. Water, food, flashlight, first aid, copy of vital documents. No safe places in your home, workplace. Practice drop cover hold. If you don't have a plan, write one out now. Strengthen neighborhood connections. Know your neighbors, especially elderly, disabled, or those who may not have resources. Check in with them. Share knowledge. Maybe run through drills together. Support infrastructure preparedness. Advocate for strong building codes, retrofitting of older buildings, seismic upgrades. Support public transit agencies and cities in doing regular inspections and upgrades. Stay informed but calm. Use reliable sources like USGS, local emergency management. Don't get swept up by rumors or fear. Know what the science says, aftershock probabilities, what to expect. Being informed reduces fear. Mental health matters. Shocks, even small ones, can trigger anxiety, stress, sleeplessness. Check in with yourself and with others. Normalize talking about how you're feeling. Use mindfulness community, support networks. Turn awareness into readiness. Beyond earthquake risk, reflect on what preparedness means in other areas. Fires, storms, climate events. Being ready is a skill. Flexible, adaptive, resilient systems, and people fare better. To every San Franciscan, East Bay resident, to all who felt the tremor in the night, this moment is a reminder, not a warning, but an awakening. It shows that even in the quietest hours, we are alive, grounded, alert, and together. We have weathered greater quakes, storms, hardships. We are the city that rebuilds, the city that protects its neighbors, the city that plans for tomorrow, even when tonight's tremor surprises us. Let this event strengthen resolve, not fear. When the ground shakes, roots deepen. When the very earth reminds us of its power, our respect grows for the places we build, for the people we love, for the responsibilities we share. Each of us has a role. Be ready. Be aware. Be neighbor. Be kind. Because together, no quake, no crisis weakens us beyond repair. We rise. We heal. We build stronger. We stay San Francisco.